And now, if able, please rise for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Our sincere thanks to Jefferson's Own, the Arrhythmias, Testostertones, and Lymph Notes a cappella groups. And now please welcome another vocal legend, anchor of CBS 3 News, our master of ceremonies, Yuki Washington.
He's a smooth operator.
Oh, I see.
Operator.
Ladies and gentlemen, the heartbeats of Jefferson's future. How about another round of applause for the Arrhythmias, Testosterone, and Lymph Notes. One more time. Thank you all. That was wonderful. That was wonderful. First, giving honor to God, and good evening, everyone. I'm Yuki Washington from CBS Philadelphia, and I'd like to welcome you all to the 21st Annual Jefferson Gala. I have had the honor of serving as Master of Ceremonies for many wonderful and inspiring years, and I am so happy to be part of your family again, year in and year out. Tonight's commemoration will certainly be one to remember as we continue to celebrate our healthcare workers, students, faculty, and our entire Jefferson family. Now, I say our because over the years, I have certainly felt like part of the family. Jefferson is dedicated to making a positive impact on the communities we serve. And this celebration, this very celebration, is a way to recognize and celebrate that commitment. For a gala that has been around, once again, for 21 years, we have celebrated and honored countless members of the Jefferson family, and that tradition will continue tonight. After tonight's ceremony, for those of you looking to shake your groove thing a little bit, to dance the night away, we'll have another special performance by the Buzzer Band. They were jamming for you as you came in this evening. Did you get a chance to hear them? Did you get a little bit? All right, very good. And a huge thank you to our many sponsors of tonight's event whose names have been appearing on the screens here in this beautiful venue. I'd like to give a special shout out to our premier level sponsors, Lynn and Harold Honickman, Marjorie and Jeffrey Honickman. And a big thank you as well to our executive level sponsors, Faegre Drinker, the Ferrier, Nicoletti, and Peruto families, Andrea and Ken Frazier, Gallagher, Independence Blue Cross, Sydney and Caroline Kimmel. Jefferson's mission, of course, is to improve lives. And that is accomplished through research, education, innovation, and perhaps most importantly, providing care for our neighborhoods and all of our communities. Proceeds from tonight's event will fuel Jefferson's mission to simply improve lives. Tonight's honorees are visionaries, visionaries in their own right, who personify Jefferson's values of putting people first, being bold, and thinking differently while doing the right thing. Time to get our program officially underway, and let's begin with this. It is my pleasure to introduce someone who embodies the Jefferson mission and values, the chair of Jefferson's Board of Trustees, Patricia Wellenbach. No.
Thank you. You know, they asked me what song I should play. I never know the answer, so send me a note if you have a song you want to play when I come on. Thank you, Yuki, for that amazing introduction and for getting us started this evening. Tonight, we gather to celebrate Jefferson, its stories, and the people that make Jefferson special. We are so grateful to each of you, all 950 plus of you in this room, for your unwavering support. Yes, round of applause, 950 people during the holiday season. I'm delighted to announce that tonight we have raised over $1.5 million for Jefferson. And your generosity, but more importantly, your partnership, is helping us to achieve our mission to improve lives. And that is truly what sets Jefferson apart. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. I have the privilege to serve with a remarkable community of trustees, and while we may be called a board, we are more like a family, part of your family, working in service with the clinical, academic, and executive leaders at Jefferson. I would like to take a minute and just thank the amazing board colleagues who work every day in partnership with Joe and I for their dedication to being bold, putting people first, and always doing the right thing. For 21 years, we have come together at this gala to celebrate Jefferson. We celebrate the exemplars in clinical leadership, in academic medicine, and in philanthropy. And tonight, I want to take a moment to reflect on two remarkable individuals who gave so generously of their time, their talent, and their treasure to bring out the very best in Jefferson: Jack Farber and Leonard Corman. Both individuals had long and distinguished tenures as members of the Board of Trustees. They were tireless advocates for Jefferson, and both were honored at prior galas. And while they are no longer here with us in this room, their spirit, their presence, and what they called us to do on behalf of Jefferson continues today and will be with us into the future. The stories of their dedication to Jefferson defines us as an institution. So we could marvel at the stories of this past year, which I know we will be sharing in years to come. Stories of innovation, such as the Cortimo clinical trial, a first of its kind that uses implants in the brain to help stroke victims move again. Stories of inspiration, like Michelle Conkley, a Division I swimmer who suffered a devastating spinal cord injury. She learned to walk again at Jefferson Moss McGee and went on to win 4 medals in the Paralympic Games. Not to be deterred, today, Michelle is a student at the Sidney Kimmel Medical College. Her life has come full circle. And stories of uncompromising care, such as last year when the roads were closed for the Philadelphia Marathon, and there was a patient on the operating table who was in desperate need of an organ. The roads were closed, and the organ donation driver couldn't get the organ to the hospital. And so, with the clock literally ticking, one of our surgeons, clad in scrubs and sneakers, literally ran a mile through the race to retrieve the organ, delivering it into the OR in record time, thus saving a life. These are Jefferson's stories. In a short while, we will pay tribute to our honorees tonight. We'll hear the stories of Dr. Vijay Rao, a dear friend and remarkable leader, a trailblazer in her own right, and Anne and John Silvestri, whose philanthropy and generosity exceeds bounds that many of us can't even consider. I'm quite certain that Dr. Rao and Anne and John's Jefferson stories will inspire you and give you hope, and we are deeply grateful for their dedication to Jefferson and how they have made a difference in all that we have done for Jefferson. Tell me a story. It's the phrase that children ask from their very earliest ages. It's a phrase that can explain the past and open the door to the future. For it is in storytelling that we learn so much. So I wonder, what is your Jefferson story? I wonder if your story is about being a patient, a caregiver, an employee, an educator, a student. In your story, did you learn something? Were you healed? Did you conduct groundbreaking research? Or did you make a difference in ways great and small in someone's life? Rachel Naomi Remen, a visionary leader and physician, once said in her book, Kitchen Table Wisdom, "Telling stories is not just a way of passing time. It is the way that wisdom gets passed along." As we approach Jefferson's 200th anniversary in 2024, I hope you will consider sharing some of your stories, your Jefferson stories, with us. For it is in your stories that we will understand our history, that we will learn the wisdom of the past, and that we will understand not only where Jefferson came from, but where it has the limitless possibility to go. As you leave this evening, in your gift bag, you'll find a card with a QR code. If you take a photo with the code, use your smartphone, send us your story. So how about it? Will you tell us your story? Tonight, it is my pleasure, for the second time, to introduce a remarkable leader to the Jefferson family of donors and clinical and academic and education leaders. A man whose story is being written every day at Jefferson. A man whose impact on Jefferson has been profound and deep as he has brought us forward to our 200th anniversary and has created a team of excellence around him that will drive the future of Jefferson. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome President and CEO of Thomas Jefferson University, Jefferson Health, Dr. Joseph Cashone.
It's not quite a long enough thing to really enjoy the walk-up song. They were really worried about my walk-up song. They made me change it 2 or 3 times, so I finally, and then we got like 30 seconds of it. So, well, welcome everyone, and it's been a year since we've been here, and it's been 15 months since that I've been at Jefferson, and I'm just thrilled to be here again tonight with all of you. I'd like to acknowledge Trish Wellenbach and our entire Board of Trustees, who really, and they're all, many of them are here in the room tonight, if not all. I think we have the hardest working board, really, in healthcare and insurance and the university, and I'd like to thank them all for their time, their service, and all the things they do for me and for all of Jefferson. So a big tribute to our board. I'd also like to congratulate our esteemed honorees tonight. We'll get to hear a lot more about them as we talk about their accomplishments and their deep commitments to Jefferson and all of our affiliates. It's also my pleasure tonight to introduce some new folks to the Jefferson family, and one of our most important recruits of this past year is our new dean of the medical school. This is his first gala, and I would ask him to stand, Dr. Saeed Ibrahim. He will not be hard to see since Saeed is tipping it around 6'10". So you stay standing because I want to embarrass you a little bit more. Dr. Ibrahim joins us at this first event. He is the new dean of the Sidney Kimmel Medical College. He joins us from Northwell Health, where he was the chairman of medicine there. He was trained at some slouch places, Harvard, MIT, and Case Western. He has worked at several major health systems, and he's no stranger to Philadelphia. I met his wife for the first time tonight, and they still have a house. They've had a house here in Philadelphia, and she said, "Thank you for bringing him home." And he is home here now at Philadelphia and here at Jefferson. So thank you, Saeed. We also have a lot of new recruits, and I would be remiss in saying, I'm a cardiologist, so I probably have a little bit of a jaded view of when we recruit people. We have a new heart surgeon that I'm thrilled to have. He's a world-renowned heart surgeon, and his name is Joe Bavaria. Joe, if you could just stand up and just give the crowd a wave. Joe is a world-renowned surgeon and is joining us, so we're very happy to have Joe as part of our family. The medical college is poised to do great things in the future, and I was recently at a white coat ceremony this past summer where we welcomed our new medical students. And one of the students shared with me how this was a dream of hers to be a doctor. She said that her grandfather was a doctor and was her role model. And he took her oftentimes to clinics, and oftentimes to make house calls, free house calls for the people in their community to help the sick and injured in their neighborhood. She embodies what medicine is today. She embodies what drove me into medicine, and she embodies what Jefferson is. That's why we wake up every day to do what we do in healthcare, serving people and doing what's right for people. I couldn't have put it better than that medical student who said, "He taught me the heart of the profession is serving people. And no matter what we do, we serve our students, we serve our beneficiaries, we serve those patients." I'm thrilled to say that we are now embarking on our next 200 years starting next year. 200 years ago, Jefferson was founded on the simple principle that education should be a hands-on event and that medicine has a commitment to the community. That's why our medical college was the first to open a clinic for the poor. We carry on that tradition today by our medical students who run a free clinic called Jeff Hope. There are countless stories in Jeff Hope that really, I think, give our students a great insight into what their future career will be in helping people. Every year we have over 100 medical students and 50 faculty members that help 5,000 patients, most of them struggling in poverty and homelessness. We are a very large health system. We are a national university. We are a regional insurance provider, but we are still rooted in our values. I read the word of the year this year is authentic. As a leader, that really rings true to me. For the many of you that know me, somebody described grit and grace And I think that authenticity that comes with being able to trust what we say and what we do. My mother, who's now past 11 years, always used to say, "Joe, don't be a phony." And those are words, very simple words, but those are words that we live by. In healthcare, in education, in insurance, trust is everything, and trust starts with authenticity. And that means upholding our values in our education, our training, our recruiting top talent, and really committing to diversity in our communities that we serve. We are an amazing moment in history. Next year is Jefferson's bicentennial, and there will be our bicentennial, and there will be a lot to celebrate. We are looking forward to that year, and we are looking forward to what the future of Jefferson holds, understanding our past, but really keeping our eyes moving forward. Right now, we have all the ingredients to deliver Jefferson and the Jefferson promise in a way that is different in this community. We have the region's largest and most important health system because we reach our communities in different ways. We have a nationally ranked university with renowned medical and nursing colleges that feed into our health. We also have a renowned undergraduate university with a school of architecture and a school of fashion design. I think my wife laughs that somehow I'm over the top of School of Fashion Design. It doesn't really, it's kind of an oxymoron. We have insurance businesses that are committing to helping people in the Medicaid population living happy, healthy lives. We are the first in this community to have food as medicine in our insurance plan. So all of these things we do together, all of these three verticals will come together, and we can do special things by managing all those connection points with these three verticals that we have in our organization. Our strategy for success really starts with great outcomes in everything that we do. Earlier this year, I met a father whose daughter was fighting from a tough, rare disease. He traveled across the country going through countless physicians before he came to Jefferson. In his own words, "We found hope here at Jefferson." He has now become a major donor, giving back to helping others, and it's had the same kind of positive outcome for many with similar illnesses. We also want to be able to provide a great experience for everybody that dons our door, whether it be our students, whether it be our beneficiaries, or our patients. A few blocks away, we are putting the final touches on the generous gift from all of you and the Honickmans, and we together, all of you and the major gift by the Honickman family, we've raised over $100 million for the Honickman Center, which will be due to open in April, and we are excited beyond belief for that. I was learning more about the Gala. Last year was kind of a blur. I really didn't know a lot about the Gala, and I just sort of showed up, and they threw me up here. I learned that the Gala was started and was funded in the first few years by the Honickman family. They underwrote all the costs of this, and everything was profit. So Harold, Jeff, Margie, to your family, thank you for everything you do for Jefferson. It will be a state-of-the-art facility. You will be proud to be part of Jefferson when you don that door. Many of the donors in this room have contributed significantly, and again, we've raised over $100 million to underwrite that project. Thank you again. Lastly, we need to foster real collaboration. We need to be the convener. Sometimes we need to be the convened. I saw Sister Mary here tonight, who does such great work. Honestly, the work that Sister Mary and Project Home, if you have never experienced the things that they do, honestly, I visited, it gives you the chills, the work that they do. So Sister Mary, wherever you are in the crowd tonight, thank you to you and your team. Jefferson is focused on improving the health of our communities. It's not just the people that don our door. We have to help in every aspect. It's people, it's the zip codes we serve, it's the communities we serve. We have to help with health literacy. We have to address social determinants of health. Whether it's providing access and care, or providing homes, or meals, or access to affordable pharmaceuticals, all of those things are such an important thing. It's also about how do we show up in our Medicaid plans with our Jefferson health plans and our pipeline programs that attract some of our students from our Philadelphia public schools. How we show up in our community is what Jefferson has done for 200 years and will do for the next 200 years. We will continue to make a difference in our community. Trish has talked about what we're all going to be remembered about in the future. What I'd like to add one thing is this Jefferson community, the Philadelphia community, the New Jersey community, this whole area, I'm struck by the generosity of this community. It's not, listen, I've been in a lot of health systems. The generosity, we're going to hear about generosity from our donors tonight, some of our major, the generosity in this community and the service and the commitment to Jefferson allows Jefferson to be what you all should be proud of, and I show up every day to make Jefferson and this community a better place to live. So thank you to all of you. To our faculty, our students, our associates, our supporters, all of you, thank you again for making this a great event and a great health system, a great university, and a great health plan. Thank you all. And now I'd like to take time to introduce Bally Ahia, who is new to Jefferson in the last 6 months. I think maybe a little bit longer than that, maybe 8 months. Bally comes to us. I don't understand how Bally accomplished everything he's done, and he's a very young man. He's accomplished more in his short career than many people do in a lifetime. Bally is making a huge difference, and he's here tonight to introduce and talk about our Healthcare Hero Award. And Bally?
Good evening. I'm pleased to present this year's winner of the Fay-Gree Drinker Healthcare Hero Award. This award recognizes a healthcare professional, caregiver, or worker whose skillful performance and deep compassion exemplifies Jefferson's commitment to always putting people first. Congratulations to this year's awardee, Dr. Cindy Ho. Dr. Ho is an infectious diseases specialist and also the infection control and medical director of research at Jefferson Health East Region in New Jersey. Dr. Ho is not only a subject matter expert on infection prevention, she has also taken an issue of access to care for people with limited English proficiency and has done amazing work. Her advocacy for this underrepresented population really brings to light the fact that language access is indeed an issue of health equity, and it is one that Jefferson is addressing. To this end, she serves as a principal investigator for Project Roll, Reduce Risk for Readmission, Optimize Language Access, and Improve Equity, which is a federal grant that is funded by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Office of Minority Health. Dr. Ho was also the first infectious diseases physician to ever be appointed to the board of the Sepsis Alliance, the nation's first and leading sepsis organization, and she currently serves as a board member. Let's meet her together in this video.
I can't think of anyone more deserving to be a healthcare hero. To me, Dr. Ho really exemplifies that unsung hero.
Cindy has about I think 10 to 20 different hats that she wears. She leads our infection control, antimicrobial stewardship. She has stepped into research, being the medical director of research within Jefferson East. And now she is stepping into the purview of health equity within our program and local population as it relates to the various disparities on language communication.
She found that there was a Office of Minority Health grant from the Department of Health and Human Services, and she signed us up. And so that started what has now become what we now call the ROLL grant, which is reducing risk for readmission and optimizing language access and equity. And so the ROLL grant is a program that really harnesses all of the strength and all of the services that we provide around language access, but delivers it right at the doorstep of our community.
Everything that she has implemented improves the quality of Jefferson Health enterprises and the general population. So we benefit from this. The quality is improved both locally and regionally.
I think what's really core to her receiving this award, just her desire to get things done. She truly was the hero of our grant team.
Congratulations. This is well deserved, and just another recognition of the good work that you do.
Congratulations, Dr. Ho.
On behalf of Jefferson, congratulations to Dr. Ho. Her tireless work in infection control, reducing healthcare inequities, and ensuring quality and safety exemplify our commitment to always putting people first.
Thank you for the honor of receiving this award. Through Project ROLL, my team and I have been active in trying to reduce inequities in persons with limited English proficiency. The project from the Office of Minority Health is very multi-layered, but it includes, for instance, educating the public about key health topics, beginning to build a community of medical interpreters, and extending our outreach to our region. I am thankful to many people, including my husband, family, friends, colleagues, and mentors. Most of all, today and every day, I'm inspired by my patients and the community. Thanks again.
Please join me in congratulating and welcoming Dr. Cindy Ho to the stage to receive the Faegre Drinker Healthcare Hero Award, presented by Dr. Bali Yahia.
I don't wanna be your hero. I don't wanna be a big man. I just wanna fight with everyone else. Your masquerade. I don't wanna be a part of your parade. Everyone deserves a chance to.
And now, to present the Achievement Award in Medicine, please welcome Dr. Susan Aldridge, Interim President of Thomas Jefferson University.
Thank you, Bally, and congratulations, Dr. Ho. Let's give her another round of applause. The Achievement Award in Medicine honors a Jefferson physician who has embraced Jefferson's mission, provided exemplary care to their patients, and been recognized as a leader in their field. Tonight's honoree is Dr. Vijay Rao. Dr. Rao is the David C. Levin Professor and Chair Emeritus of Radiology in the Sidney Kimmel Medical College. In addition, Dr. Rao is the Senior Vice President of Enterprise Radiology and Imaging at Jefferson Health. Dr. Rao is recognized worldwide as a renowned clinician, educator, researcher, visionary, and pioneer in the field of radiology. She is a leading expert on imaging of the head and neck. Dr. Rao is the past president of the Radiological Society of North America. As the first female chair of a clinical department in Jefferson's history, she has shattered the glass ceiling. She has inspired and transformed not only Jefferson, but also the leadership of women in the field of medicine for decades to come. That deserves a round of applause. And thanks to Dr. Rao's leadership, Jefferson has continued to emphasize the role of radiology in transforming healthcare delivery through digital innovation. She has advocated for and embraced the power and potential of emerging technologies in healthcare. Through her questioning, her challenging, her advocating, and excelling, and her breaking barriers, Dr. Rao has transformed the field of radiology. Let's learn more about Dr. Rao in this video.
Dr. Rao exemplifies everything about Jefferson. I mean, she has committed her entire life to this organization. She's watched it grow, and she's been given all the accolades for someone who has done all of this hard work all along. And she's been visionary in terms of turning medical imaging into an enterprise service line for the entire organization as the organization grew to this many hospitals.
Her reputation also includes the fact that she's had many leadership positions and every organization she's touched has been better for it. I mean, she truly just is so centered on integrity and service. I want to emulate some of what she brings to the table. It's magical and it's authentic.
Well, in the short time I've known Dr. Rao, I found her to be not only a great radiologist, but a great person and a great leader. She inspires people. She is all that we expect out of our leaders here at Jefferson. She's engaged, happy to be in her job every day. Her face lights up when she shows up at Jefferson. And that just makes everybody around her better and makes everybody around her happier.
VJ's been amazing. I had the chance to work with her on the board. She's smart, she's intelligent, she's savvy, she's financially very good. And she also brings a special touch with her. She cared much about her faculty, she cared much about her residents, but she was also able to expand the services provided by radiology outside of Center City. So that's really what I would call the entrepreneurial flavor of her chairmanship.
VJ has this amazing ability to look at images and look beyond those images to the processes and then to see what that picture represents for a person. I've been humbled through the years by her knowledge and really have been delighted to be able to say so many times, VJ, what do you think? I think that it's incredibly appropriate that today she's surrounded by colleagues, by friends, and by family, all of whom have benefited from her generosity in sharing her knowledge for improving lives.
Her father was a physician and very, very, very kind, and he would have patients who would stand outside their door in New Delhi, India, waiting to see her father, and he would work all day and see each and every one of them. And she tells these stories about him and his community medicine in India, of how much he was loved. I think that was really inspiring for her in her career.
There was one day in 1993 that she came home with a textbook, and the textbook had her name on it. She had written a textbook somehow, in her spare time. She worked hard, she achieved a ton, and yet at home it wasn't in our faces. I mean, she was mom. I'm really happy that we could come together to celebrate our ability to share in the successes of Dr. Rao, successes of mom.
Congratulations, Dr. Rao, from the entire Department of Otolaryngology Head and Neck Surgery. You've been a tremendous partner dating back to Dr. Lowry and Dr. Keene, and now myself.
You are indeed a true trailblazer and mentor extraordinaire. My heartfelt congratulations on this well-deserved honor, and kudos for your amazing lifetime achievements.
VJ, you've been a pioneer and an inspiration to generations of women at Jefferson and in your field of radiology. Congratulations on this achievement and on leaving such an incredible legacy at Jefferson.
Congratulations, VJ, on an incredibly rich and rewarding career.
Congratulations, VJ.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, VJ, from all of us at Jefferson, and personally from myself. Well deserved, and thank you.
Congratulations, Mom.
Congratulations, Mom. We're so proud of you.
Please join me in congratulating and welcoming Dr. V.J. Rao to the stage to receive the Achievement Award in Medicine, presented by Dr. Susan Aldridge and Dr. Bali Yahia.
Wow. Dear colleagues and friends, I am just truly honored and humbled to receive the Jefferson Achievement Award in Medicine. Thank you, Dr. Aldridge. Thank you, Dr. Yahia, for this incredible honor. Thank you, Dr. Cashone and Ms. Wallenbeck and the board. Congratulations to Dr. Ho for receiving the Healthcare Hero Award, and congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Silvestri, who will be honored with the Merit Award. Although I stand here alone to receive this amazing honor, I did not make it here alone. I owe a debt of gratitude to many who have helped me along this journey and have played instrumental roles in shaping my journey, personally and professionally. First, I am grateful for the unconditional love and support of my family. I'm delighted that some of them could be here. My son Deepak from Boston, my daughter Geeta, my son-in-law Rob Chamberlain, and 3 granddaughters, Neela, Anya, and Priya from Maine are here. I love you all. Thank you. I'm proud of you. My parents would have been so proud. I am very grateful to them for the opportunities they provided. I graduated from the All India Institute of Medical Sciences and came to Philadelphia with a medical degree from the premier medical school in India and a job as a medical intern at the Albert Einstein Medical Center, now Jefferson Einstein. That was the beginning of my journey in the US. A year later, I moved to Thomas Jefferson University as a resident in radiology. Jefferson has been my home away from home for 48 years. I came here as a trainee and climbed the academic ladder to become professor. My area of expertise, as you heard, is head and neck radiology. I work closely with the ENT surgeons, then called ENT, now it's otolaryngology, head and neck, and loved every minute of my daily work. I was a junior faculty, but Dale Lowry, then the ENT chairman, valued me as a critical member of the clinical care team. Head and neck imaging was an emerging field back then, and we all learned from each other. In parallel, I climbed the leadership ladder in radiology department and had the honor and privilege to lead the prestigious academic radiology department for 2 decades, from 2002 until 2022. I want to acknowledge our world-class faculty who provide the highest quality of clinical care, do amazing research, innovation, and education, and many of them here are tonight. I'm grateful for the strong teamwork of vice chairs, division heads, and the administrative team. Jefferson is an exciting, forward-looking organization,
that has been reinventing itself at a fast pace under strong leadership and leading change to improve lives. It is exciting, challenging, and rewarding for me to lead the Enterprise Radiology and Imaging Clinical Shared Service in such a vibrant organization. Today, we do nearly 1.8 million exams every year and have a team of 130 radiologists and about 1,200 staff across 17 hospital enterprise. During my tenure as chair, we diversified our revenue streams through our joint venture outpatient imaging centers with our trusted partners, OIA. Thank you, Kenan and the OIA team. Our NIH-funded research grew, and our residency program maintained its reputation as a top-notch program in the country. I feel the honor bestowed on me today, this evening, is really a recognition of all radiologists as clinicians. Radiologists provide critical input into the diagnostic component that drives key decisions for patient management. This is an entire team of technologists, nurses, administrators, working alongside radiologists in the process. With its early transition to digital age, radiology has been at the forefront of leading change in transforming healthcare delivery. Now it is leading the way for bringing AI into clinical practice, enabling better decisions, workflow efficiencies, patient safety, community outreach, and much more. Our industry partners are critical to bringing advances to imaging. I want to acknowledge our industry partners who are here supporting this event. I've had the privilege of many firsts. The first woman chair of a clinical department in Jefferson's history, as you heard. The first Jefferson faculty to graduate from the ELAM program, which is the Executive Leadership in Academic Medicine program for women. The first Jefferson radiologist to hold an endowed professorship in the department in honor of my predecessor, David Levin, and the first Jefferson radiologist to be elected to serve on the RSNA board, and as president, to name a few. Serving on the RSNA board, the Radiological Society of North America, the largest radiology organization with over 50,000 members, was the pinnacle of my professional life. As RSNA president, I represented U.S. radiology worldwide. Throughout my career, I have been an inspirational role model to many young radiologists, especially international medical graduates and women. I have been invited to share my story with high school students to inspire them to pursue STEM. I find this exciting, gratifying, and dear to my heart. Finally, I am proud to be a lifer at Jefferson. It continues to be an exciting and rewarding journey. I have enjoyed working with so many of you over the years, department chairs, hospital presidents, SKMC deans, university presidents, members of the board, and many of you are here tonight. I am forever so grateful. I want to express my sincere thanks to Jefferson leadership and the board for this amazing honor. This award means so much to me. Thank you, thank you.
You, I need a hug. I need a hug. Come on, let me take you a little bit. Gotta have that. Watch your step. I got a hug from Mom. Yeah. All right. Our congratulations to our healthcare hero, Dr. Ho, and to, of course, Dr. Rao. You're joining yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You're joining a distinguished group of Past Achievement Award Medicine honorees. Now, at this time, I'd like to invite former honorees of the Achievement Award of Medicine, and I know there are many here in the building, in our audience, or members of their family, to stand and be recognized, please, and thank you for your continued work. Where are you? There they are. Come on now. Thank you very much. And now to present the Award of Merit, here again is Dr. Joe Cashot.
Okay, well, listen, it is my honor now and privilege to present the Award of Merit to Ann and John Silvestri. The Silvestri's dedication to making a difference in the world dovetails with their incredible devotion to their family. And coming from an Italian family, I know that Mama Silvestri is the most important accolade that John could get, being proud of John and Ann and all the work they do. So to Mama Silvestri, you did well with him. You know, we've witnessed firsthand the impact that the Silvestri family has made on Jefferson and our ability to fulfill our mission and improve lives. From his leadership on the former Kennedy Health System Board to his current service on our Jefferson Board, today, John has been deeply involved in our mission for over 3 decades. Ann and John's commitment to philanthropy has been felt all across South Jersey. The state-of-the-art Silvestri Tower on Jefferson's Washington Township, the campus, bears their name and is a testament to their ongoing dedication to advancing health care. This video will share the magic of their generosity.
Their influence and leadership really has helped guide our system to a whole different level. I think one of the biggest things that they've done, and they've done so many different things, but just helping to bring together the physicians and the management and the community and just people involved in the local system. It has really developed a culture of camaraderie and collaboration that I just think has been tremendous for our system.
The great thing about John and Ann both is they're so down to earth. They're both tremendously successful as individuals and they're very good with their philanthropic giving. They also give it themselves. They were always open to helping the organization be successful. And when we merged with Jefferson in 2017, John was a big advocate and he was someone who was really spearheading along with our other board members and myself to merge with Jefferson.
John and Ann have been an instrumental part of Jefferson for many, many years. His good counsel, his leadership qualities, his friendship to everyone on the board. John is a friend to all, and you could always count on him to give you a good answer and point you in the right direction. Ann has been an integral part of John's life, his business life, obviously his personal life, and she's been a steady force guiding him along.
John worked very hard to establish, I think, a very successful business career for himself. But he also, you lead by example. He's been very generous to the community. It's obvious here, the work he's done on behalf of Jefferson, what he's done with other philanthropies in the community. I can't think of anybody more deserving than John to receive this award.
But the most important thing to John was how our patients and families were treated. He felt strongly that the buildings needed to be modernized and we needed to have the best equipment so that the physicians could serve the patients, but also that the patients felt like they were at home and comfortable.
John, as a board member, was always able to cut to the chase. He was always able to help diagnose a problem or diagnose the situation and really add insights to the board and to management in a lot of ways that really makes John a very distinguished partner and a distinguished board member.
Outside of the office, my father is a very big family man. He now has 10 grandkids, and he spends a lot of time either at home or down in Avalon. The kids always want to be with him. He loves having the grandkids around, and more importantly, he loves having the family around at all times.
Both of them are a huge inspiration to my family and me and my wife, our 4 daughters. You know, they look up to their pop-up. He's laid the foundation that if you try hard and work hard, good things come.
And one thing that I, really have always impressed me about John is he has a very infectious smile and very kind way about him. And that really is something that I enjoy about being in his company.
They're a great example of how they balanced family, success, and giving back to the community.
John and Ann, congratulations. And from all of the people here at Jefferson and me personally, thank you for everything you do, and thank you for showing up all the time for us.
John and Ann, I would just like to congratulate you on this terrific honor. It's very well deserved.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Dad and Ann. There's nobody else that deserves this award more than you.
Congratulations, Dad and Ann.
Well deserved. This is a wonderful honor for you, and I'm honored to be a part of it.
Congratulations, John and Ann. This is a well-deserved honor, and we're all proud of what you've done for our community.
Please join me in congratulating and welcoming Ann and John Silvestri to the stage to receive the Award of Merit presented by Patricia Wellenbach and Dr. Joseph Cauchon.
Anyone that knows me knows this will be very brief. We would like to thank all of you for what you do for Jefferson every day. We personally thank the board, Trish, and Joe for this award. Thank you to our family and friends that are here tonight, especially to our 10-year-old granddaughters, Ava and Sadie, 2 of our 10 grandchildren. You are the best. I can only get away with that because the other 8 are not here. Plus, they wanted to see their grandmother on stage. Apparently, I'm only good for lollipops. So to keep this in perspective, we can get all the awards in the world or be the lollipop king. If you're truly a member of the Jefferson family, you know what the choice is that you would like to be. Now, we also have the pleasure of having my 95-year-old mother here. And she's important because she has been a Jefferson patient for 30 years. I would like to thank a special Jefferson doctor, Dr. Pavery, for keeping my mother alive and implanting 3 pacemakers. Funny story, Mom is 95 and she still balances her own checkbook every month to the penny. But last year when Dr. Pavery replaced her pacemaker for the 3rd time, he informed her that this is the last pacemaker he would replace. So of course she is worried and asks him, does that mean she's going to die? Dr. Pavery laughs and tells her, no, you're not dying, Mrs. Silvestri, but I will retire before you need another one. That is what I personally like about Jefferson. We create relationships that last decades. Patients are not computer code. They're not zeros and ones. They're not emails or texts. Patients are human beings, and at Jefferson, we create a total patient relationship that saves lives, and we should all be very proud of that. We thank you and hope you enjoy the gala this evening.
Good evening. Did you know that John started down his path toward the medical field decades ago when he majored in microbiology at Penn and almost went into a career in medicine? Though he switched to pursue the real estate business, his interest in medicine never waned as he went on to join the Kennedy and Jefferson boards. I've witnessed his dedication over many years and countless hours, from home or the office in Washington Township or Philadelphia, and on those Zoom calls during island vacations. I'm proud of John's leadership contributions to Jefferson, and I'm most proud of him as an exceptional son, brother, father, grandfather, and husband. Thank you for including me in this honor. After all, I serve him Diet Coke and coffee while he's on those Zoom calls, wherever we may be, and I accompany him to these wonderful events. Thank you all. Good evening.
Thank you both. John and Ann, thank you so much and congratulations. Your impact, I tell you, your impact on the community has been an inspiration to so many, and of course, so many here at Jefferson. Thank you and congrats. We are proud now to include you in this list of prestigious past Award of Merit honorees. Right now, would the former honorees of the Award of Merit or members of their family once again stand and be recognized? Thank you for your continued impact in the community. Please stand. Thank you. God bless you all. God bless you all. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're now at the part of the program we know you've been waiting for. It's time for dinner. Dr. Gershon will be right back after dinner, and it has been an honor to be part of this amazing, this tremendous evening. Please be sure to stay with us for the close of tonight's program as well. For tonight's entertainment, the buzzer band will be back just for you. And by the way, an extra treat. The band includes, you may know, and features one of Jefferson's own and former Gala honoree, Dr. Robert Rosenwasser, right? Rosenwasser. They're going to jam. I want to jam back with them. That's right. I'm going to have to dance myself right back to the station right now and boogie over to our station at CBS Philadelphia. I want to thank you. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for having me and for your support over the years. It truly means so much to be here with you this evening. As I always say at the end of our 11 p.m. broadcast, be safe and be kind. God bless you all. Thank you for all you do. Good night, family, and bon appetit. Bon appetit.